Hey, now we have last message inside chatroom list. But here is the problem. Because we duplicate data, now if let's say I go to my dashboard and I update my nickname to something else, let's say to Shalux16, then I also update my avatar. If I upload it, it is being uploaded, but last message is not being updated because this data is duplicated inside database. So we need to take care of that. When we update the actual data, if we do some changes, we'll make sure that we also update all references that we duplicated. Let's navigate back to code and let's navigate to dashboard. Let's go to dashboard toggle, then go to dashboard. And here, instead of this user nickname ref set new data, we need to find a way to update all references. So what I propose to do, I want to propose to create a helper function that will get all references inside our database, and then we can update our database with all that reference. Actually, it will be the same as we did inside chat bottom when we created this updates object and we specified multiple paths to perform an atomic operation. So it will be basically the same. So we can call this function like this. Let's define how we will do it. So instead of await user nickname ref set, we're gonna call, let's say we will receive updates, and because we will access our database, it will be in a synchronous operation. We will name it, let's say, get user updates. Inside we will pass user ID, which is going to be profile.uid. Then we will pass the key that we need to update. So in our case, it will be name, and then we will pass the actual value, which is going to be new data, like this. So now we need to create this function. Let's navigate to helpers.js, and here at the bottom, let's export function that we will name get user updates. So it is going to be an async function, and it will receive user ID, then it will receive key to update, and also it will receive value. And maybe let's also pass the database object along with our function. So here we're gonna pass also this database object that we have inside MISC Firebase, just for convenience, like this. So now inside of helpers, we can also have database over here. Now we're gonna create an empty object that we will call updates. Then our first update will be the actual value that we are trying to update. So updates, then we'll go profiles / user ID, then / key to update, and it will be set to value. Now we need to get the actual references. So our references are, let's take a look, messages, message ID, then author, then avatar created at, and also rooms last message. So what we will do, we will define a few promises because there are multiple promises. We don't want to make them one by one. We want to execute them at once. That's why we will define our promises, and then we will await all of them with promise.all. Our first promise is going to be get messages, and it is going to be db.ref.messages. Then to get messages where, let's say, this author ID equals to our user ID, we need to first put order by child. Then we need to specify what child we want to reference. So in our case, we reference messages. So we have the message object. Then we have author / user ID. So let's put order by author / user ID. And then this key will be equal to user ID that we receive as an argument. And then we're gonna put once value to get the actual value. Then our second promise is going to be get user rooms, which is going to be db reference / rooms. Then again, we need to put order by child. And this time, if we open rooms, we have last message / author / user ID. So let's put last message, author, user ID, and then equal to user ID, and again once value. Now that we have these two promises in unresolved state, we need to resolve them. For this reason, we're gonna create await promise dot all. Inside we need to pass an array of promises, which is going to be get messages and get rooms, like this. And get messages will return us snapshot of messages, and get rooms will return us a snapshot of rooms. So here we're gonna destructure them. First element is get messages, so we're gonna first receive message snapshot or messages snapshot. A second is going to be rooms snapshot, which we will name correspondingly m snapshot and r snapshot. Then for every message that we have with user ID, we're gonna call for each. So message snapshot, for each message that we receive, we will get message snapshot, and here we're gonna call updates, then we're gonna put messages slash message snapshot.key, which represents the message ID. So we will have an object with all of these messages, and key is going to be this ID of message. All right, so message key slash author slash key to update. So in that way we reference messages, author, and the key that we want to update, whether it is avatar, name, UID, or created at. And then for this key to update, we're gonna put value. And exactly the same we will do for our snapshot. So let's actually copy it, and instead of m snapshot, let's put r snapshot, which is room snapshot. And then for updates, we're gonna put rooms. Then we will get room snapshot.key, which will be the room ID. Then here we will have last message, then we will have author, and then key to update with value. All right, and right after that we're gonna return the update object that we've created. Now let's save it, let's navigate to dashboard, let's uncomment it, and let's actually import this object from helpers. But it seems like it can be automatically imported, so let's import get user updates from, let's reference our helpers, misc helpers, and it seems like not found, right? So get user update, all right, get user updates, like that. Okay, perfect. Now that we have updates, instead of calling this function over here and instead of referencing the actual data, we can actually call just database.ref.update with updates. Then we will await it, and we will remove all of that and also all of that. Now let's save it, and let's actually also open upload btn, which uploads our avatar, and let's find the logic. So here again, as we did here inside dashboard, let's copy it, and instead of again referencing the child element and then updating like this, let's put updates with get user updates. Then for profile ID, we're gonna update avatar this time, and avatar is going to be download URL, like that. Now let's remove this reference, let's remove this user avatar set, let's copy this logic, let's put it here, and now let's take a look if it actually worked. Let's navigate back to code, let me refresh just in case. If I go to dashboard, if I click on change my nickname, okay, maybe I'm gonna say hello new name. If I click save, nickname has been updated, and I still have Andrew B over here. Okay, maybe let me check dashboard one more time. I have name over here. Let's console log updates, and let's take a look what's wrong over here. If I inspect, I go to console, I update my nickname, I receive this type of updates, messages, profiles. Alright, but I don't update my last message, so that's weird. Let's navigate to helpers, and here let's take a look. Author, key to update. Okay, snapshot, last author UID. Let's check our database. Last message author UID, which is user ID that we pass. Oh, excuse me. Here must be not last, here must be last message. Let's save it, and now one more time let's change our nickname to, let's say, she looks 22. If I update my nickname, it is being updated over here. Perfect. Now let's check for avatar. If I upload a new image, again avatar has been updated. Let's look inside last message. Yes, avatar has been updated. Okay, just in case, one more time, upload avatar has been updated. Perfect. Let's take a look. Yes, it has been updated. So it actually worked. All right, perfect. Now let's remove this console log that we put over here and let's commit our changes. This is it. Let's put everything to the state and let's commit update all user references if data is updated. Okay, perfect. See you in the next one.